Hey, this is Joe again, and welcome back to Armored Core Verdict Day, where we have something of a special episode today because I want to look into UNACs with you. And I've gone ahead and done a bit of farming for money. For that, I'm going to show you how I farm money. It's this mission, because if you have a farming mission, you want something with at least an okay reward in a very short amount of time, very safely. And that's this mission. I have my build ready for it. This is, if you remember, the guy that just comes rushing at you with melee weapons. And it's a pretty easy prospect to get rid of him, and takes about a minute per run, mostly because you're stuck in menus and this thing. And the fight itself is ridiculously easy. He's weak to CE, so we're using the CE cannons that we got from the get-go, and if you alternate fire them like this, he doesn't even come close to destructing a single set piece of the environment. And if it goes wrong, he just gets past you, and then on a slap around you get him. Still before the 30 seconds, meaning you get the bonus pay of 30,000. For doing both subquest, 100,000 base pay. Yes, there's missions with like 500k base pay, but they're way longer, and thus that's good. Also, for every time you do this mission and complete it, in the workshop there'll be something added in your part. This. Another one of these cores, and they sell for 38,000 each, and that's another source of money. You can hold up to 10, so I would usually farm until I don't get any heads anymore, then sell all the not heads, core. I don't get any cores anymore, and then I would sell them off, and yeah, then I would use the funds to get something up to the next level, which we can't afford right now. But we unlocked a few new things, like special movement, targeting and detection. No, detection, yes. Targeting, special movement, and evasion weren't part of what we had as a loadout for the UNAC before. Cost just gives us more points to work with, to put into ships, and operation allows us to to implement a second tree of control ships. I put a few points into it, but it wasn't like my focus. I wanted to make a working mech of the get-go, so yeah. So this is how far we've come thus far. And yeah, I definitely didn't unlock everything, but we are kind of fine so far. As you see, the UNAC's name is Sidekick, his AC name is Tin Can. Tin Can, I think, quite fits to be the sidekick of Gold Shark. And I mean, he looks like a tin can. He's a robot anyway. Okay, bought him a better rifle and a rifle. Haven't looked into which back weapons to equip him with. But now, for the first time for me, actually trying to go into the operations. As you see, there's a second tree unlocked here. You can have a third tree, but that's somehow linked to online play, and I didn't understand how to unlock it. But like you can have different things telling the mech to behave differently, like you took too much damage now, you are gonna change from melee to a bit of further away range, or for the first 5 minutes of the fight you're going sniper, afterwards you're closing in. Or you can go if your machine guns are empty, you're gonna change to a more backwards tactic with snipers. Or you can go, if that enemy you're currently targeting is strong versus KE, or is weak versus TE, but your main weapons are KE weapons, you have this whole new ship that tells the guy, hey, you are now going for You're now going for TE weapons because that guy is particularly weak against TE. We're not gonna look too deep into that. There's a lot of things to talk about here. We're gonna start with the new categories that weren't there before. We have on the category category tier, that the name's up there in the corner. On the category tier, we have different ships that we can put in. Always like the fix, you have one thing that you can put in there. Then you have like different 3s and 5s. With this one, we have either probability, meaning there's a random chance. As you can see, the chances don't add up to 100, and I have no idea who the fuck came up with that solution. That the total of chance is a fucking 150 here and a fucking 180 here. Why don't they just show the freaking real percentages? Now I have to do math in my head. Nah, I don't really. Like 50 out of 150 is a third, and the other thing is slightly above a third, and one thing is slightly below a third, and that's fine enough for me. But don't want to delve into probability. What I want to do is the condition one. And then you can put, like, condition means from left to right, like every so and so seconds, it checks from left to right. Is the enemy far away? Then rush towards it. Or is the enemy very close? Get the fuck away. Something like that. It's checking every 5 seconds on standard. And you can pay double the cost and have 5 instead of 3. We're gonna stay with 3 for now, with a standard 5 seconds applied. It now says ship disconnected because nothing is in the tier below. And we have different things here. High boost, glide movement, boost drive. Acquisition. So I think boost drive is the thing. Okay. We need to look in what's high boost, what's glide, what's boost drive. Glide says glide boost. Boost drive, high boost. So, yes, change those differences. So now, the first thing we're going to look into, what the fuck do these things even mean? And for that we have the control setting here. What the fuck is which boost? Boost charge. Use boost charge. That's the dodge. Boost charge is dodge. Glide boost. Wait. Boost charge is the attack using high boost. Okay, I was kind of confused because there was none of the 3 categories. Okay. This is boost. This is glide boost. Glide boost is the fast one. Okay, glide boost is the fast one. High boost is the dodges. Okay. And boost drive is flying. Okay. So, when we look into the thing, we want to approach. If the enemy is very far away, we want him to go the fuck there. Not with high boost, because that's dodging. We want to approach with glide boost. Either if the target is 350 away, or 200 away, or 50 away. Let's stay with the medium range. So we can look through here. He's gonna boost for 8 seconds. And that's how long he'll boost towards it, until he reaches 200 meters distance or his energy drops below 50%. Action interval. Okay, and if it checks again and the enemy is still far away, he will not do it again for at least another check. so that he doesn't completely drain himself out of energy just by trying to get to the target. Or if there's an enemy that's trying to get away faster than you can come, that he isn't completely charging out of energy. Okay, so he's charging in until 200 meters away. What else? Boost drive. Boost drive is trying to fly. Boost drive is trying to fly. That's... Now we're talking. We're gonna we're gonna glide boost till we're 350 meters off. And then we're gonna boost drive until we're 200 meters off. And the energy criterion is even higher up so that he especially doesn't run out of stuff trying to fly to the target. So we're now making him try to fly over stuff. Okay, and we have one other thing in here. I mean, we could make him high boost to move, but actually I don't want high boost for move in. I want high boost for evasion. Okay. Is that exactly what we're thinking about? I think that's exactly what we're thinking about. Okay. Ship for backing up and turning is target out of specified range. Medium range combat version. Yeah, we only have this version. So, if the guy... duration for continuing action doesn't apply here, because we have another one. Okay. A special turning action will be executed when a target is lost. The action will be executed when there is no target within 70 meters and or 90 degrees left or right. Then he's gonna what? Then he's gonna back up and turn. Okay. Area in which to execute a turning action. A turning action will be executed when a target is lost within the specified angle. Okay, if he is less than 70 meters away, but more than 90 degrees away, we're gonna jump and turn towards him. Okay, that sounds quite fine. Okay, that's for special movement. I'm gonna go into the next one. Let's look into special actions. For now, we only had him deploy recon units. Let's put it in the thing where he does parallel 3. I don't think we need 5. We have so many things here. We could boost charge. If the enemy here is within 50 meters, try to boost charge him. I don't like that because they're like really getting close can be pretty dangerous. Imagine the enemy has shotguns or missile barrage that you can't deal with. Okay, what do we have here? Scan mode action. Okay, this forces scan mode if the enemy is more than 1,000 meters away, or if my energy my energy left is at less than 10%, less than 30%, less than 50%, it will deactivate if my energy is back up to 90%, 60%, 40%. I'm taking the medium one out of those. And yes, I can change those settings, but always at a cost, so I'm leaving them at standard. What else do we have in here? We have the drones. What's you? Purges specified arm unit according to target range. So, my guy comes in with sniper rifles and stays put. If I tell him to. If I would tell him to. And then let the enemy come towards him. And when the enemy comes close enough, he's gonna purge those sniper rifles and go haywire with machine guns. That's the idea behind this. We're not gonna do that. And then we have a lot of ultra weapon actions. We don't actually have any ultra weapons, but I know what a grind blade is. And one of those things, I'm pretty certain that I had unlocked the hammer thing that we saw. Grind blades, Mars blades, Giga Cannon, Legion pulse. Honestly, we don't want ultra weapons. What else do we have? I don't like this boost charge thing. I want wrecking units. And we only have this wrecking unit thing for the wrecking unit interval 50. We're gonna leave it at that. Although that means that he's using them too often because these drones that he has, they hold for 210, I think. So I could make this every 60 seconds instead and would use 10 points to do that. Not useful. So we're gonna let it stay there. Okay. So he's scanning. He's activating recon drones in a certain interval. He's gonna glide boost towards the enemy. He's gonna boost drive once he gets closer, so going up in the air. And he's going to try and turn if enemy slips away from detection. Okay. We have evasion category. So now we have only a parallel ship here. Enables all our tier 3 ships. So you're gonna do every action here under. So high boost evasive action, that's the one we want. We want to dodge with a high boost. When specified damage is taken over time, meaning every time he's taking big damage, or every time some tickle damage happens, he's just gonna dodge. That's a good idea, because we set him up to have a lot of energy and a high energy refill. Reaction performance will basically tell him, we'll look into that in a second. We can make him high boost if enemy has locked on for 2 seconds. Then he's gonna high boost, but that doesn't help because freaking hell, he's just gonna lock back on and then he's just dodging and doesn't come to shooting himself. And when he's getting jammed, he's gonna high boost. We don't need that. Then we have aerial control, meaning if you are damaged for a lot of damage, then he's just gonna freaking land. So he wanted, I set him to approach from the top and try to get above the enemy. If the enemy has a fucking sniper cannon, snipes him out of the air, he's immediately dropping down in order to try to break the line of sight. So that's the idea behind that. He can also do that if the enemy actually just locks onto him. And then we've random jumps, interval jumping. Every 10 seconds, every 5 seconds, every 3 seconds. Boost drive. He's just gonna randomly boost drive. Boost drive is jumping and flying. Energy over range. Increases boost drive frequency. Prioritizes range above enemies. So, we're gonna go back up here. You're gonna dodge a lot. This. Reaction precision when taking evasive action. The higher the value, the better the timing. Like, we could make this performance go up pretty damn high, but it would cost a lot of points. And he cannot dodge for another 2 seconds after that. Okay, we're gonna apply that. Making his performance as good as it can get. That, of course, cost me a lot of this total cost that you can see over there in the corner. We're gonna look further into how, whether we need to even cut down on cost or not. Okay. No more high boost action. Now we're gonna go for area control. I want him to stay kind of in the air because I also want him to jump a lot, and I don't want to immediately drop down every time he tries to jump because it's set to 200 damage. So I want this at 2000 damage. Cancel. Also here I want the performance to be maximum. And then we have the jumping. I like the jumping. Oh, I would like more slots. I like the jumping, but I also like the boost drive. Boost drive making him just fly around constantly. But I like the jumping. Jumps at a specified interval. I have no trouble with critical energy rate there. Just jumping every 5 seconds seems fine. Every 3 seems too much. I just gonna put that in. That's evasion for you. Okay. Other new thing. Targeting. We're fixed or condition. We're gonna go to fixed just because I want to see what the categories are here. Prioritizes target by range. Enemies closer than the specified value are targeted. So what it has here is everything within 100 meters gets targeted. Everything at low AP gets targeted. Everything that defense type KE. Does that mean low KE defense or high KE defense? I don't know. It doesn't tell me. Let's look into it. When they are multiple, the one with the defense type specified here. When there are multiple enemies and their defense differential is at or below this value, they will be determined as being equal. Evaluation will be based on the priority target set by defense type. Okay, it tries to go for the enemy with the lowest defense versus whatever. Okay, that's a good idea. Ship prioritizing their targets by damage taken. Enemies dealing the specified damage are targeted. That's really good. Versus leg types, I don't have an aversion towards a specific leg type of an enemy, so we don't need that. Or co-op. Enemies with specified co-op methods are targeted. So, if I focus on an enemy target, I don't know what individual he is. What that are or are not targeting allies will be designated as the priority target. So when I get attacked, he's gonna freaking attack them and help. Or he's gonna, if I'm getting attacked, he's gonna try to search himself a different thing because I gonna realize that I'm getting attacked. I'm gonna take care of the threat myself. That's the two options here. Yes, abandon these settings. Do we want multiples here? I don't even know what range we're gonna try to fight in. Trying to go for enemies that are close to dying or are having low AP off the get-go. Probably yes, because I will probably be better at tearing down higher value targets than him, and he can get rid of all the low stuff. So we could low or high. Ah, okay, he could go for the healthy ones or the low ones. The one with the highest or lowest AP will be designated. Okay, with the lowest AP. When there are multiple enemies and their AP differential is at or below this value, they will be determined as being equal. Evaluation will be based on the priority target set by AP evaluation. Okay. So now we have very strict targeting. Try to kill off enemies as much as possible. I don't want the allowance to be 5,000 though. I'll make it a tiny bit lower. Okay. Again now, if I now press A and put in the chip again, all what I programmed in is lost. If I want to adjust it, I'm pressing X and then adjust, and it stays put. I was confused by that in the beginning. Okay. Detection shoulders movement is what's left. Let's go for detection first. Again, we have just parallel detection here. We can have 3 or 5 modes or just 1 mode. We're gonna stay with 3 modes because honestly, there's just the penetrating and the non-penetrating one as far as I've seen. So we want the non-penetrating. We want to see, like when we want to look at the target, we want to just look at, okay, we can see how far can we see and what's the angle of our camera. So we can have a very much longer range, but a very much narrower viewing range actually. Or we can have it a bit more balanced with high range, 44. So this means like optical, and then 5.3 means quality 5 range, quality 2 angle. This means 3 and 3. This means 4 and 4, which just makes sense because that angle is lower. Whatever. 35, very high angle but short range. And then we're gonna go to the penetrating ones, which will all be shorter range. So I want him to be able to look as far away as possible in a straight line. Ooh, I can make it 40 degrees instead of 20 for just 60 points. Gonna do that. So this one now is looking 500 meters and a 60-degree cone. Then we want a second one of those, which is looking pretty, like having a pretty far angle and a lower range. But we can make this look 350 at a 180-degree angle. 180-degree angle is a bit much. Yes, in those settings. We might need only one if we have a proper medium one. 450 looks fine as a start. Okay, we take the 450 and just gonna make it 600, 100. So we're looking in a 100-degree angle, like a slight bit more than 45 degrees off on each side, slight bit more, and we're looking 600 meters. That looks fine, yes. And if we were looking through the target, what does the button get? Okay. Can we look at toggle display? Aha, there you are. Oh, I can look at my weapons and what the optimal ranges are. Okay. That's good for later. Okay, so now we can see. We're kind of looking through the different... Can I fucking zoom out? I cannot fucking zoom out, can I? Okay, we need different movement for us to see better. Okay, whatever. We have for the penetrating ones, we have 90 range, 170 penetrating through walls. So if he's just moving behind the building, just a few meters from us, just moving behind the building. Before, we would have lost him. We would have to reacquire him. Now, since we have our rating drone always up and it's a tracking drone, and we have scan mode on pretty often, we're gonna just see him behind the building. Also, this one just looks straight through the building, and we're just not gonna lose him. Gonna try to have that a bigger range. I want that a bigger range and bigger detection angle than the other one. And not bigger range, but pretty long range. Okay, we can have one that looks behind. We can one that looks behind like crazy. That looks like proper AI scripting there. Looking behind you. I think we're gonna stay with this one, but we're gonna, like the standard one, wanna mark up the range to 150, so we see enemies up to 150 meters away in a 200-degree angle, so even slightly behind us. That's a lot of money put in, but that's just how we work now. We're gonna see a lot because I put a lot of points in. Okay, shoulders. For now, I still haven't decided which shoulders to give him. We have a lot of options here. I don't know whether we have another CIWS. Are we still on standard there? Okay, we're gonna look into shoulders and weapons now. No, after the movement. Nah! I need to know. For the movement, I need to know which weapons I'm putting in. Let's say we stay at the standard weapons. Our standard weapons are a rifle and a battle rifle. At ranges, why isn't there? There was optimal. Great. Wasn't there when I was looking at this, they said optimal ranges, didn't they? Oh, and that cat. Yeah, now they're saying. Okay, you're saying what's your okay. Ooh, we should try to target enemies that are dealing TE damage because we can't deal with that. It's a good thing to keep in mind for later. Good. Okay. So for now, we have different things here. For this, he tries to go through an ordered movement. We can also have a probability movement or a fixed movement. Problem is the probability movement, we only have 3, but we could put 5 movements in here in the order one. I'd like a 5 probability, honestly, just for it to be random. On the other hand, we are not fighting humans, we're fighting NPCs. They will not understand that we are going through the same order of movement every time. So we're fine with order movement. Okay. We wanna be at a distance of 150, I'd say. Optimal range for the battle rifle is 153, for the rifle is 171, for the shoulders is 195, although it doesn't count. So we're trying, this thing is trying to go into 50 meters range. Okay, try to maintain specified range from the targets 150 meters, that's perfect. What's relative elimination to the higher the value, the more the AC will try to move to a position higher than. That's good, we want to be higher. We just want him to go like a tiny bit higher. Okay, so for now, we're gonna try to stay within 150 meter distance of the target. No. We want 100. 150 is just so close to the optimal range of the battle rifle that we actually want to be a bit closer. But we have 50 for the other range ones. And then there's something completely different. Okay, we want the range of this to be closer. We want to be in 120 meter range. Could be 130, so we will be staying within 115 and 145 meters of the target. Distance uncertainty 15. Relative elevation, we want to be 20 above. Okay. So we want to be at relatively 130 meter distance between 115 and 145 because that's the optimal range for both our weapons. And then we're going to do movement. So we saw the range ones, then we have movement where we want to try to move forward and left, where we're going to move forward and right, where we're going to move forward and left within the 150 meter range though. This 150 range is 50 range. Okay, forward. So we're trying to move forward and kind of circle the target, but not really circle because there's another circle round. Circle round left. On 250 meters, can't I have the closer ones? Okay, circle around to the left or the right. Why don't I have them for the... Oh no, I need to put more time into farming this shit up. Okay, circle around left or right, but at 250 meters. Can I get this range? I can only get it down to 200, so that's not good. We don't want to circle around then. What else do we have? Zigzag. Moves along left side of target while maintaining distance. Moves along right side of target while maintaining distance. Okay. So we want that in the close medium range. Okay. So we want target range 130 plus minus 15, relative elevation 20. Targeting a base value of position relative to the front of the target. The higher the value, the further the AC moves from the front of the target. Here try to get 45 degrees off the target. Apply these settings. That's zigzag, close medium left. And the other side will be zigzag, close medium right. Same distance. Minus 45 degrees. Okay. Wait. 130 distance. Of course, the 20 relative elevation. Okay, we're trying to stay above the target. Okay, and then we're going to change to 5 so that we can look into different other stuff. Oh no, zigzag is the end of it. Okay, now we're zigzagging left, zigzagging right, and trying to maintain the 130 meter range. That's what we're doing. And actually we want that... I don't like maintaining distance being the one with the highest rate. So we're actually gonna do that in order. So stay at range. If you already are, you just stay put. And then you zag left and right. How does that look on this thing? He's going around, okay, and then he zagged again to another point where he's evaluating anew. And then he's zigging around to the right again. Oh, he stayed there. He just stayed there because he wanted to maintain his distance. Okay, so actually what I'm trying to do now is when I go around the target, I want to go in a tiny bit. So if we're going in, let's say we're going into 115 with a relative elevation 20. And on the other side, we also do that to what did I say him? 115 with relative elevation 20? Yeah. So now, when he comes back to the middle point, he's just backing off again, and then he's going in. So whenever we see him backing off, we see him backing off, we know he's at the reset point of the cycle where he's trying to zigzag left and right. I don't like that range move, actually. I think that's supposed to reset you to a faraway position after you went in with machine guns blazing. I think it doesn't work with what we have for weapons. Okay. Weapons! Okay. Okay. We have the freaking battle rifle. We have the freaking battle rifle out every time. And we're not gonna attack if we're further away than 150 meters. Is that the battle rifle, honestly, or is that the normal rifle? Optimal range 170, that's the normal rifle on that side. And this is the battle rifle. Good that it doesn't show me what type of weapon it is, and I need to guess. Because this is general purpose armor tech, but there are some that are specifically good for rifles, for handguns. Like this one is optimal for handguns, etc. But that's because it's close range. It's general purpose close range. We don't want... That's close range? Close to medium range. No, my optimal range is... Okay, we want... Okay, we have general purpose ones. We have no lock for heat howitzers. We have energy weapons, pulse guns, etc. Pulse guns, plasma machine guns, plasma rifles, laser rifles, energy charge weapons, auto cannons, heat cannons, stand ready, no lock on, howitzers, sniper cannons, pulse cannons, laser cannons, and ray cannons, laser blades. We don't want laser blades on that thing, especially no pile driver. Sentry guns though. Sentry guns, I would say, like, hey, place sentry gun when you're far away of a target. That's fine. We can do that. Problem is that, oh god, shields. No, okay, we're gonna use something that's optimal. I hate that. I hate that we are now trying to get guns to work whose optimal range is at the edge of what these things offer us. Like this would be close, but we're not firing. I will not try to fire from 250 meters with the freaking things. We will though. This is optimal for battle rifles, etc. and rifles. This one's optimal for rifles, so we have a rifle. Its optimal range is 171. It isn't even included into the attack range here. Okay. So we want him to use this if he's within his normal pattern and isn't surprised by anybody else. Okay. So this ship requires an action target or usage condition to be set. Set to parameters. Okay, install location. I can tell him it's this, or it's the one in the right weapon unit, or the weapon's arm, if I use weapon arms, or it's the right arm unit. Okay, this is set in the right arm unit. We are talking about my rifle. We're gonna continue attacking with the rifle until if we're 80 meters away, and we're gonna continue attacking until we're like kind of out of the range. Range at which the arm unit at the specified location is installed. The arm unit specified by install location will be installed when the distance from the target is greater than or equal to this. Okay, we're just gonna install it when we're closer than 100 meters. We're gonna get rid of it if we're further away than 250 meters. If for a short time before putting the unit away because we got too close. If we're going a bit further than 100 meters, it stays shooting a tiny bit. And I don't want to waste ammo. We're gonna leave it at that, but we will not put long-range stuff on the right arm. Oh, we could. We could! We could put freaking laser rifles for the approach. I did tell him to glide boost and energy in scan mode until the enemy is close. No, I didn't. He's only going to energy mode when energy is low, to scan mode when energy is low. So. We could put freaking. Can we make this 0? I hate you. Like, I'm thinking about how to put this in perfectly. I mean, he can't lock onto enemies if it's further away than 280, I think is what the FCS can do. Kind of trying to think about this. Actually, like, I want this to be. Like, we can't even make it much further away. Okay, between 100 and 250 meters is where you should be most of the time. We're gonna minimum install this to 80 and minimum attack range to 80. I don't want to attack when we're further away than that, just because that's waste because of damage drop off and log drop of my weapon. And then we want to look at when turned on, an attack will still be made even when there's no lock-on ability after taking a hit from a flash rocket. Oh. What do you mean 200? I know that costs 200 points, okay. Attack computation, comprehensive indicator of attack precision. The higher the value, the greater precision at which rapid attacks are possible, particularly suited for sniping applications. Yeah, we're gonna use 400 points to make him never miss. Install range doesn't fit attack range, which is quite weird. We have another slot here, but that doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna remove this because we have only the arm unit. We have nothing. We have nothing else. Okay. Left arm unit. This is where we have a second unit. Okay. We wanna first remove this and this. We only need 2. Like there's never a reason for 3 because we have 2 fucking weapons. Okay. We want this to be this. Your settings are incomplete. Yeah, we know. Okay, in the left arm unit. Not the left bay unit, which is the pulse weapon, which has an optimal range of 62. Going back to the left arm. Minimum attack range 100, 250, 100, 250. Attack computation a lot more. FCS malfunction response on. And then when we come fucking closer, we're gonna use energy weapons. General purpose, no lock on energy. TE arm unit shipped for close range pump units. For pulse guns, pulse machine guns, no pulse guns. So we are talking about the left bay unit here. My minimum attack range will be 100. My maximum attack range will be 150. Why 150? It's supposed to stay installed until 100. So it's also only attacking until 100. Only and only if we're below 100 meters of distance, we're gonna freaking use the pulse machine gun. For which we don't need attack computation because the pulse machine gun's bullet like splash on the ground and leave like this like light blue particle cloud behind that the enemy just needs to run into. Shoot until at... Wow, thank you for this bullshit. Thank you for this bullshit. Shoot until 20% energy and fucking keep shooting if you're jammed. Okay, that's fine. So, above 100 meters, you're freaking gonna use your better rifle. It has an optimal range of 153. So we should look into this and put this attack range down and this back up again and this on. So I don't want to attack when I'm more than 220 meters away just because I don't want to miss as many bullets. Bullets are expensive. But as soon as you go below 100 meters, you're gonna switch to the pulse gun and you're gonna shred. On the right weapon though, we need something to attack with when we're below 80. We're gonna adjust the parameters here. We're gonna move the minimum attack range to 60. 60. Because I have an idea for this. Okay, so that's 60. Now we need to freaking change. Save changes, yes. We need to freaking change up our mech. Because we want something in that bay. And that something is supposed to be a shotgun, I'd say. It's a junk shotgun though. Like, we're not talking about the thing where he's just trying to go for one enemy and is trying to stay at optimal distance, because from somewhere behind him an asshole comes flying in and is suddenly 20 meters away from him. While he is just killing his target. Then he immediately switches around, sees that flying bastard, changes to shotgun and pulse machine gun, fires them at them while trying to get away. Once he's far enough away in his comfort spot, he gets his longer range weapons out. But like the shock response to someone being directly next to him will be pulse machine gun, shotgun, bam 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 bam. That's the idea. Optimal range 11. Great. Do we have something more normal machine gunny? For short range, is Gatling guns what fits? No, that's long range. Is this short range? Nope. Because these are... Where's my short range other stuff? I mean the handgun, yes. Okay. Exit the assembly. We're gonna freaking try to buy a weapon for his right bay. Okay, other shotguns have better optimal ranges. And more damage. Other Gatling guns have that Gatling gun. That's what we want. Basically, that's what I was thinking of. High damage Gatling gun. That's super heavy, isn't it? But this is what I'm talking about. Gatling gun. Optimal range 40. Nah, that's what I'm speaking about. Okay, let's get that Gatling gun. Gonna put in 2 power and 1 reload time. 1 reload point. I mean, we don't need... It's a rapid. It's a thing we need reload time. And perfect, that up the optimal range quite a lot. Also, that's good. We're gonna buy that shit. Good. So the Gatling gun gets set up. So we're gonna set up the second side as the same as the first side. So we're gonna freaking assemble the right bay to have that new Gatling gun. Just compare that to this one. Yes, ammo capacity is low, but he's supposed to stay at long range. Okay, with that one he would be would have decreased mobility. With this one he doesn't. What do we have at the freaking shoulder? We for now have short range missiles. Okay. Want to speak about either an auto attack gun, which we could fit, or CIWS, like this one, which we could fit, or reserve magazine with a 40% ammo increase. That would be nice. Do we just give him the 40% more ammo? I don't want him to be locked down by rockets like crazy. Like, we have the 2 options. Do give him the anti-rocket stuff, give him the anti-tiny annoying enemies around him stuff, aka the auto-attack gun, or give him the reserve magazine. Or give him rockets to shred enemies. The problem is with rockets and missiles, he's gonna explode himself, because if he's under constant machine gun fire, I would know to not use rockets, because they're gonna explode in my face. He won't know, unless I tell him to, and I don't know how yet. So I want him to either have more ammunition so that he doesn't run out that fast, but the missions have been very short so far in this game. Like, comparing Verdict Day to 5 is really... even the story missions are pretty short in this one. So we're talking about survivability here, so we'll be talking about CIWS, so we are buying a CIWS. Yes. So we're buying a CIWS, so that I don't forget what I was going for here. CIWS. which cannot be tuned, of course. Don't know whether rockets can, haven't looked into rockets for a while. Another CIWS here. Okay, exit the assembly, back to the weapons inside the operation customization. So we're going here. So we're speaking 60 for the range here. Which one was the thing that showed me the actual optimal distances? Here. Optimal range for 48 it is. Up from 40. So it got a 20% increase from putting 2 points into firepower. Okay. So we have 60 as this range, so we're getting here. We're giving the lower range one. Putting it for the Bay unit. For the minimum attack range, that. And we're gonna put 60. Are you fucking kidding me? I want like a close combat variant of this asshole. Yes, I would like a fucking really close combat. 150, 0, 150, 0, 150, 0, 150, 0, 150. Trying to sheath it with another one, by the way. 0, 150, 0, 50. Ship suited for laser blades. I don't think it will work for the wrong weapon. Unit type mismatch, we see there. Sentry shields, yeah. Great. Why can't I put your fucking maximum install range to... I hate you. Okay, the Bay unit. I wanted to change more things and I pressed the wrong button, thank you. Okay, maximum attack range is 100 now. Can't really get that fucking Gatling gun to work because... Oh, fucking asshole. Attack computation. Not needed. FCS malfunction response on. Wait! Oh yeah, we wanted 100 here. Which is the lowest maximum install range, yeah. Fuck. So I wasted my money on that Gatling gun. Because we won't be able to use that. I would like a heat howitzer, but we don't have it yet. What else could I put there? That has 100 range. I wanted something to shred on close range. Okay, I mean, we're gonna adjust this anyway. Maximum attack range down to 100. Maximum install range to 100. Attack computation 50. There's malfunction on, but then we need to adjust this to not go below that range. Because otherwise he'll, once, if there's an overlap, he'll keep swapping between them. I'm 100% certain on that. So we actually want him to attack to 250. So from 100 to 250, he will attack with a rifle and better rifle. And when he gets... Okay, we're gonna change this to 250 again. so that it's compatible. And once he gets closer, he's gonna freaking change to the pulse machine gun and the freaking Gatling gun. Optimal range 48. That's the thing that I hate now. Great. I just hate what I had to do here. Whatever. Good. Firing accuracy 84. Wow. Once I get below 100 range, stuff is gonna be weird. Okay. So, I want shoulder. I mean, we could have different shoulder weapons, condition stuff, but that doesn't make any sense. We don't have rockets. Should I take no look on this? Is rockets bomb dispensers? Oh, that other thing was missile. Rockets, optical shaft, optical shaft, optical shaft. Countergun. That's the thing that I have. Okay. Enable it when... we also have one for energy. We don't have the energy version. There's an energy version of the auto attack gun. But this is just range adjusted for meter. Once we are within 300 meter range, we're gonna activate the anti-missile things on our shoulders. Go. Used with counterguns or CIWS is assumed. Okay. I'm gonna change that to this, because I want to look into what else we have. What? I'm sorry. Apparently I was stupid and didn't look far enough. This is countergun, where they said use with countergun or CIWS is assumed. We have extra CIWS ones for 200 meter or 400 meter range, but a disable range of 50. So if we're inside the fucking target, enemy target, and he's shooting rockets at us, they're gonna explode us both anyway. And thus, we're gonna go with this for the medium range combat. Compulsory enable EN rate. A shoulder unit will be enabled regardless of disable range when remaining energy falls below this value. Because then we can't dodge anymore. Or what? Okay, we're gonna let it stay this way. Okay. That was interesting. And that leaves me with a lot of fucking points to do other stuff, but I don't know what else to do. So we can be completely ridiculous about these ones. Oh, they're already ridiculous. So we wanna also have a very long range straight view. Which is the 520. Which is gonna, yeah, like that. Want to also have a very long range straight view. We also want 5. We also want a super wide angle short range one. .320 degrees, almost everything behind me. So we have now the looking very straight. And we also want to be able to look 90 degrees, 140 degrees. We also want to look behind us with the actual eyes. Okay. So we said condition. Yeah, the condition ones. Okay. So you're gonna attack low AP'd ones. If they're the same AP, We can look at close range targets. We could look at enemies with low KE or CE resistance. Damage. The enemies that dealt the most damage to the UNAC or to the AC. Whatever. Gonna let it stay at that. The enemy, the unit that did the most damage. And also the units that I'm focusing. That's parallel? No, that's condition. So, first valid. Either there's some with very low AP. Actually gonna reset this one to standard. With low AP. Or a lot of damage did to me. Or the one that I'm focusing as the AC that he's accompanying. I think I do not... Yeah, I do not have this one. So we definitely need to put points for money into evasion so that we have the one where he has 5 evasion types. Because I also want to be able to boost drive. Glide boost, boost drive over set distance. This is special movement, yeah. And I don't want to like bump into them, which was the only other option we had here. Let's look back at evasion. He high boosted when taking a little bit of damage, while in the air he would drop if he took too much damage. And while on the ground, he would jump randomly. Yes. He's gonna first try to high-speed approach. And then he's gonna try to fly the rest of the way until he's in this optimal range. And when a close-by enemy is... When there's like no enemy close by or around the corner, he's just gonna try to jump and turn a lot. We might want to change the values here. No target and the range specified here. If there's no target within that range and that angle, which is the angle that I can see good, we're gonna jump. Okay, nice. What else did we have here? That's boost charge. That's the other thing here. Or purge. But purge by range. I would like to purge if empty. Okay, this looks like a fine working mech. Gonna try that bastard. This might be like completely rubbish because I overlooked something. But we're gonna test this guy. We're gonna look at it. Tomorrow we're gonna do the story mission with him if this works.
System scan mode.
Okay, he's trying to go in, then he jumped. Tried to stay away, he was taking a bit of damage. Okay, stuff is ineffective against target.
Damaged. Take evasive action.
Okay, we won.
Objective complete.
And he wasn't as far down as before. So now we need to realize, shit, the enemy is resistant to my shit. Look at the second one.
Main system
I don't even know which type, which one of the two he's resistant against.
System scan mode.
Might be both. Look at that energy recovery. And look at that, nice. Go around, jump. Ah, I think we need to jump more. He wasn't forced to land yet, my guy.
AC damaged. Take evasive action.
Yeah, did you see him go in?
Damage severe.
The enemy?
Take evasive action. Mission objective
And look at that, in
complete.
the end he had the
System
Gatling gun out.
returning to normal mode.
Oh, I didn't have a lot of stuff left. Okay. We want him to jump off. Is what I see from that. Evasive action. Jumping. Jumping. That movement, boost drive movement, because that's special movement. Evasion, you idiot. You want him to jump more often. Like, I didn't want him to stay. The problem is he isn't even in the air enough for this to work. So what about putting the boost drive thing here? Increases boost drive frequency. Prioritizes energy over range. Prioritizes boost drive frequency. Prioritizes range above range of energy. Okay, so that says range at which evasive action is taken. Evasive action will be taken when there's a target within the range specified here. So he's always gonna try to boost drive around. Evasive action will be taken when there's a target within the specified horizontal angle in front of my AC. Not when he's behind me, but when he's in front of me. Okay. Will not be taken if remaining energy falls to this value or less. Okay, we're gonna apply that. But this changes the UNAC so much with that a lot of flying now that we definitely need to run another test. And we could lose at any time just by random chance. I'm pretty aware of that.
Activating combat mode. System scan mode.
Haha, Gatling. He kind of forced me into the corner and took a lot of damage because he tried to.
AC damaged. Take evasive action.
Okay, we're back to normal weapons because we backed off. Wait, there was the pulse gun again. No, that is his pulse gun. Did he have a pulse gun last time?
Damage severe. Take evasive action.
He has a TE weapon this time. That's not fair.
AC damage critical. Take evasive
That's not
action.
fair. He had a pulse gun machine gun this time. He had a pulse machine gun this time. Not fair.
Main system activating combat mode.
We were flying a lot. I didn't look at energy.
System scan mode. damaged. Take evasive action.
Honestly, like my movement before better. I overvalued the okay, we're gonna win.
Mission objective
I
complete.
overvalued the boost drive.
System returning to normal mode.
Now look at him just jumping up randomly now. I mean, the jump is fine, but the boost drive isn't. The boost drive was a good idea, like, to think about the boost drive, but no, it isn't. Boost drive. Yeah, we instead of that, we're gonna, oh god. That was the area thing that we had there. Wait, what? Ah, we are in the wrong menu. I wanted to go to the evasion menu. Yeah, there's two menus with boost drive, and the boost drive icons look the same. Area control status damage above 2000, you drop to the ground. Go. Wait. You perform that at 100% though. In this one too. Why aren't we in the one where it actually says what I put in? Thank you. Yeah, look at that weird light show up there with how much I can see. Look at that. We're like looking behind us right now. That's crazy. Okay. Good. I'm not certain I like the movement. Okay. We should probably go with a dual type weapon setup where a guy has two battle rifles and two pulse machine guns, and he changes to close range TE combat if the battle rifles are useless. He doesn't even need to go close range. I mean, that would work. Okay, now we changed nothing but having the jump frequency higher. So let's look at this one once more. Like, the boost drive was definitely hurting.
Main system.
Boost drive, I
Activating
think,
combat
is
mode.
only a good idea if we're sniping.
System scan mode.
Actually. Well, we're not sniping, we're trying to stay medium range. We're taking a lot of evasive action here.
AC damaged. Take evasive action. AC damage severe. Take evasive action.
He forced me to go into low
AC damage
range,
critical.
which made him
Take
get
evasive
damaged
action.
quite a lot. Whoa! What changed to my build before? I'm jumping more now. I'm never running out of energy. I'm dying a lot.
Main
What?
system activating combat mode.
Also, this is a way too long episode.
System scan mode.
For a short little bonus thing, but this is apparently way more complicated than thought.
AC damaged. Take evasive action.
Oh, this time we want to win like crazy. No, I was thinking that was a tenth of the number that it was. Is the enemy learning?
AC damage critical. Take evasive action.
Also, didn't I tell you to try to stay above the target? We lost again! Okay, something about the tactic isn't right. I need to pee, but we're gonna think about more tactics in a second. So I think we're doing the whole thing differently. Which I have an idea on how to do that. And that is changing the movement. So this is resetting us to our target range of 150. But here we're zigzagging at... Oh shit, I put it back to 150. Wait, what? Press the wrong button, so everything is useless now. Good. Wait, I pressed X though. It's still at 130. And this at 115. Okay. So we want to go back to our target range of 130. We're gonna try to move in from there, actually. Move forward into close medium range? No, into a close range. From the right, we're gonna try to move into 50 meters with a relative elevation of 10. And then we wanna move, wanna circle that same thing to the other side. Wait, which one did we do there? We're moving close and right. And then we're zigzagging back to close medium. Left. Wait, what? Why do we have right here? I always wanted to start with left. Okay. So we're going in left, close. Zigzagging back. No. Circling. Now zigzagging back to right and close. And then... So we're gonna go to our target range. We're gonna go to our target range. We're gonna... Oh, that's medium. I hate it. That circle is medium. We're gonna zigzag left, that we have the perfect range, which was 130. So we're gonna zigzag left, and then we wanna move forward right. And we're going to move forward right. And then we're going to try to move forward left. And then we're gonna move forward right, move forward left. Then we're gonna zigzag to close medium right. Trying to go to the cancel. Okay, so that's the idea. Okay, let's look at the thing. So we're taking our distance, we're staying at the distance, and after staying at the distance, we're apparently going right for zigzagging, moving in close right, then moving in close left, then zigzagging back to the left. What's wrong with my brain there? Okay, we stay at close medium range. Oh, like we reset to close medium range. We're zigzagging to the left. Then we're moving close forward to the right, then to the left, and zigzagging back to the close medium range right, and gonna reset the range. In case like he comes pushing us during our forward. Okay, that. Then we're gonna use that for range, otherwise the bay. Then we're gonna use that for range, otherwise the bay weapon. And for shoulders we have CIWS. We could have something that attacks. Like for now this is completely useless. Because he never had rockets. Okay, I changed something about the movement, trying to get us in closer. The problem is we're changing from CE and KE to TE and KE. And it's usually more useful to change away from KE, because KE is rarely the thing that they can't respond to. But let's just test this, whether this works.
Main system activating combat mode.
Actually using our close range stuff. We should buy a pulse machine gun. Are we supposed to go in closer? Yeah, look at that. And then we're getting away. And then we're closing in. Then we're getting away. And which we were supposed to try to go to elevation, yeah?
AC damaged. Take evasive action.
Now we were close range. Now we're long range. Now we're close range.
Damage severe. Take evasive action.
We're about to die.
AC damage critical. Take evasive action.
That was. Do you see that? He lost the lock on and then he turned, and that was super close. Although it was the TE cannon gun, we're gonna continue that test. Maybe we're gonna did the fucking asshole learn? Do we need to put some NTTE stuff in? Probably yes. We're both using those things now against each other. Look at how my energy never reaches zero. We can go full energy weapons on that bastard.
AC damaged. Take
Like we're currently in the lead. It's just that we're freaking having this between us again. And he is currently in the lead very much.
AC damage severe. Take evasive action.
Okay.
AC damage critical. Take evasive action.
There's something off about my tactics. Give him another. Okay, we need to give him another shoulder weapon. Something that slaps. Great. So we have no TE Pro. First of all, we're gonna buy him a pulse machine gun. Pulse machine gun is left side. Pulse machine gun. Yeah, now it makes more sense with the range stuff. Can I change which one to compare to? No. Like that's, of course, that's more, whatever. Okay, ammo capacity slightly different. Reload time is good on both. One is a bit better optimal range. Where's the ammo? Oh yeah, that's the ammo capacity. More damage, more ammo capacity, more range. The use. So we bought him in a Hatsukari, and we're gonna assemble that into that slot. Yeah, that's good for the range. Like, that's actually quite good. And the Gatling gun doesn't cut it. The Gatling gun just doesn't cut it at those ranges. So we're instead gonna look at that heat machine gun that he has there in the shop. Heat machine gun. Okay, it's pretty long range, but whatever. 740 or 703 with a lot more ammo capacity on one of them. But we don't need the ammo capacity. And we don't need the range. I think we just take the one with more power output. And we're gonna put the fucking heat machine gun on the other side. Because it doesn't matter. I think that's better than the Gatling gun, because the Gatling gun is so inaccurate at those ranges that the heat machine gun should. Oh, with one of those others we have them. Okay. Apparently it's a drop from an enemy. It's heavier and has less attack power and less range and worse reload time. Like, look at that. What? What's that Kelong thing doing here? Can't do shit. Okay. Good. That also means we've changed a lot, by the way, so we should definitely, in case it crashes, override this data. Like, I might have wasted just 100 minutes of my life with this, but okay. So let's try. We changed the weapons to something that actually has some damage output. That was the wrong button to press. We press this one and we'll try to go in.
Main system activating combat mode.
Okay, let's see.
System scan mode.
We're trying to keep distance. Now we're going in, changing weapons. No. Yes, we changed weapons. We changed weapons back. We changed weapons in again. Ah, look at that. He's KE resistant. We just learned that. Okay, we're at a longer range now. Because we're on our runaway part of the movement we're seeing, yet now we're going back in. And he dropped at 15k left. The problem is now I devised a solution for this situation. Does that mean that it works? I have no idea. And the only way we can test that is by actually sending him into trouble. We didn't change anything since we saved, so we can safely go out of this. Go back into the mission that I know how it goes normally. Send in tin can. And change ourselves to the guy that can get away, so that I am not in the way. And start. We might lose a lot of money here, but that's how it goes. I mean, we have a better rifle to finish that enemy off.
Main system activating combat mode.
U1 beginning operation.
Uh-huh. There was some rockets apparently that got destroyed.
U1 operation successful.
Mission objective complete. System returning to
That
normal
was
mode.
quite effective. Okay, he can deal with shit that's annoying. And yeah, I always spend 1,800 in ammunition and he spent 1,840. This is still a perfect mission to do like that. It's been a bit longer. We have had different other ACs. Trompe-l'oeil. Oh, that's the sniper asshole. Okay. Let's see whether you can't help me here. We're just gonna try to move forward with him and we're gonna see how he performs. This is the guy that's jumping around like crazy.
Main system activating combat mode.
U1 beginning operation.
System scan mode.
He's over there.
U1 target sighted. Engaging.
Oh, he just now sighted the target. Can I open my app?
System
Can't
combat
open that in
mode.
scan mode.
System combat mode.
I just don't want to be hit by the rockets of that sniper bastard. He's doing well. There was my anti-rocket system. I just don't want to be shot at. But
Target sighted. Engaging.
oh, he lost track of the target apparently, but he sighted it immediately again.
System
He's
scan
over there
mode.
somewhere. Oh, yeah.
U1 target sighted. Engaging.
Okay, he needs a lot of resighting here. Did that airsoil just explode in the rear tanks because he moved there? That was a stupid idea, friend. I mean, yes, my friend's now taking damage, but I was taking damage against that bastard too. I'm not trying to move too far in, otherwise the sniper guy will go for me. I don't want that. I don't know his routines. Like what's telling him which target to choose. 4,000 left. Oh, outside the combat area, huh? Shenanigans. Oh, fucker.
U1, target sighted. Engaging. U1, operation successful.
Mission objective complete.
Okay, that was quite
System
nice.
returning
He
to
took a lot of
normal mode.
damage. I got a B rank on this. Let's see what the UNAC got. Obviously, he didn't get the 30%. Okay, a D rank. Got some legs. He did get nothing of the bonus pay. He got a D rank. Okay, what else is a 30-second AC quest? This one, Hecute. Started, go. Employs hit and run. Oh, that bastard. Oh boy, that bastard.
Main system activating combat mode.
U1, beginning operation.
Friends closing in.
Target sighted. Engaging.
System scan mode.
Don't remember which anti-damage type this guy was. Doesn't matter.
System combat mode.
I'm just someone who's looking at this.
System scan mode.
He's out of scan mode range?
System combat mode.
Kind of doing better and worse at the same time. Like, you must imagine that normally I would happen, yeah? I don't know whether I'm messing with the Hecute's AI because he's trying to evade lock on and I'm making him evade more.
At 50%.
Okay, that was a warning that we haven't heard yet. Like the simulator battles were too fast to give that warning. Or like I couldn't hear it in all the constant clutter because I was at the brink of action. Okay, he is still leading though. Okay, yeah. Just needs one more good shot.
At 30%.
And operation complete.
Successful.
Mission objective complete.
I got a D rank at this
returning
bastard.
to normal mode.
Definitely not within the 30 seconds, which would be ridiculous. How would you do this in 30 seconds? More arms, more legs. A new subquest was cleared. Because I didn't take too much damage, yeah. New parts were added to the shop. Ah, great. Minor damage. Yeah, still a D rank though. UNAC repair costs 116k. Okay. But he didn't do worse than me. And we had other AC missions. Like, I have an idea about all those AC missions because I tried every single one of them to see which one would be the best to farm. Because AC missions are the short ones with, if you have the right build, they're very short and they're very safe and give a lot of money in a short amount of time. This is the TE gun
Main
bastard.
system
And my
activating
guy
combat
is
mode.
very TE non-resistant.
U1, beginning
I
operation.
won by keeping my range.
System scan mode. System combat mode.
Oh, it's not good if my guy changes to close range stuff. He will be on the losing side. I will retire before I lose this, by the way.
System scan mode.
Oh my god.
One, EP at 50%.
Yeah, that bastard mixed me up too. Like crazy. Like I had nothing to do against him.
At 30%.
Yeah, you need like strong sniper rifles against this bastard because of his lower KE resistance. I mean,
AC disabled.
self-destruct. There's something new. Self-destruct. Interesting. That's probably left over from multiplayer. Okay, we have only one of these left. I can't remember which one this is. I'm gonna stay put and observe. Oh, that's the tank guy, yeah.
Ready to fire.
Oh yeah, use some of his
Come
parts.
on. I'll shoot you full of holes.
Main system activating combat mode.
U1 beginning operation. U1 target sighted. Engaging.
Yeah, he's constantly trying to circle left and right to not. Oh, that asshole is accidentally attacking me. Now he's going in, currently on pulse machine and heat machine gun. So he'll be trying to circle and get away again. Yeah, look at that. He's doing a good job.
Mode. System combat
That
mode.
guy is just defensive against everything.
EP at 50%.
I managed to get a C here. He's evading like crazy. Don't know how good that is. Oh god.
At 30%.
I think he needs some help. He's going to distance now, which is... Oh. Didn't want to interfere here.
U1 operation successful.
Mission objective
Nice.
complete.
Nice, friend.
System returning to normal mode.
Nice, friend. So we played every AC mission again. Those are the harder missions, yeah? Mind you. Another core and arms. He got a D rank, minus 55,000 income. Not good. Like, just not good. But I would never let him fight alone in the future. Like, yeah? I just want to make that clear. And of course, if I have one of those missions where there's scrap in it, I could collect the scrap while he's doing all the work and stuff. Everything's fine, but good. We got a UNAC setup that kind of works sometimes. Now we just need to supply him with better parts for more survivability. Okay, good. So, I'm gonna see you tomorrow with some actual gameplay and not just menuing. And yeah, have a nice day and see you with that.